first part of CUE English Education Visible Radio. I'm your main MC Sojin Nam, and today we've turned our studio into a worry counseling center. And I'm not alone. Joining me today are two wonderful guest MCs. Please welcome Minji Yu and Hanju Choi.
Hello everyone, I'm Minji Yu. I'm so excited to be here.
Hello, I'm Hanju Choi. I'm really looking forward to today's stories.
That's right. We've already received several stories from students, and I have to say, many of them are problems we've all experienced at the same point. Things like stress from school, family, and even small everyday worries.
When I read them, I found myself nodding the whole time. It's so relatable.
Seriously, I felt like some of them were written by me.
So, as you listen, we hope you will find some comfort, maybe even laugh a little, and if a story speaks to you, feel free to leave your thoughts or advice in the comments.
Let's support each other, one story at a time.
Then here's our first concern. Lately, I've been going to bed early and waking up really late. It feels like my whole day just disappears and I end up doing nothing. It feels like I wasted the day. How can I fix this? Have you ever felt like this before?
Yes, definitely. I
That lifts your mood. When you enjoy what you're doing, the day naturally feels more meaningful.
True. And if you're going to bed early simply because you're bored, try reading a book or doing some light stretching before bed. Having something to look forward to in the morning might help too.
Also, don't forget, sleep is something your body needs. Instead of feeling guilty, think of it as your body asking for rest. Once you listen to that, your rhythm will gradually return.
That was some thoughtful advice. Let's hear another story that might hit close to home for many of us. Here's our next concern. I really love eating, especially flavorful and stimulating food, but I often avoid it as a way to reward myself after a tough or stressful day, even when I know I shouldn't. I wonder if others experience this too, and how they manage it. Have you ever felt this way?
Definitely. When I'm stressed, I crave sweets and end up eating more than I planned. I think a lot of people can relate.
Same here. After a tough workout, I sometimes think I order something delicious and treat myself.
Then, what are some ways you've managed those situations?
I try to enjoy the food without guilt, then balance it the next day by fasting a bit or exercising. I also use small bowls to avoid overeating and chew slowly. A light walk with good music helps too.
I focus on moving more and drinking plenty of water, like at least 1 liter a day. And if I have heavy food one day, I make sure to eat lighter and more vegetables the next.
That sounds really practical. I'm the same. I don't completely restrain myself. I enjoy the food, then go for a light jog or walk to feel better. That way, I don't feel as guilty afterward. In a world full of tempting food and delivery apps, this concern is more common than we think. I hope the listener who share this story finds comfort in knowing they are not alone, and maybe give some of these tips a day. Let's move on to our third concern. I'm a college student, and I feel like this is the best time to explore and try new things. I want to travel abroad, explore Korea, and maybe even study in another country. But my parents want me to focus only on getting a job as soon as possible. They don't want me to work part-time or go on trips, They just want me to study and find a job quickly. I've tried explaining how I feel, but they don't really understand. What should I do? That's a really relatable concern, especially for college students. You want to explore and enjoy your youth, but your parents are focused on your future stability.
Yeah, I think many listeners can relate to the struggle wanting freedom, but also feel pressure from their family.
I get it too. I think the key is to understand why your parents are saying that. It might be out of worry about an uncertain future. So showing them a clear, well thought out plan could help gain their trust.
Right, and I think economic independence is also important. If you can save money on your own, like through a part-time job, and show you're managing your life responsibly, it can really help convince your parents.
I also think it's okay to take a step back and consider your timing. Sure, college is a great time for travel, but even after getting a job, there are still opportunities. Maybe finding the right balance is a key.
If your desire to experience more during college is strong, try to show that you've really thought it through. Set clear goals and explain how those experiences can help your future too.
Exactly. It's not just about convincing your parents. It's about finding a path that reflects both your dreams and reality. And if you've been in a similar situation, share your advice in the comments. Now, this was our final concern. Now that the break has started and I finally have some free time, but as the days go by, I feel this strange emptiness. I keep asking myself, am I using this time wisely? I thought I'd be doing so many things during break, but I haven't done much at all. I just scroll on my phone, and the days pass quickly. I feel guilty and disappointed in myself. My friends seem so productive, and I wonder why I feel so lazy. I know breaks are meant for last, but do I have to do something meaningful, or is it okay to just relax? Thank you for sharing such a heartful concern. I think many of our listeners can relate to this feeling.
Well, I definitely can. Before the break, I had so many plans that I'd finally be productive. But now, I mostly just let the days pass by.
Same here. We expect to get so much done, but once we slow down, it's easy to lose motivation.
Exactly, but I realize we don't have to be constantly productive. Rest is just as important. We've all been pushing ourselves during the semester, so taking a step back can actually help us recharge.
Totally agree. Break gives us time to slow down and recover. We shouldn't feel guilty about that.
That's a good point. Still, for those feeling a bit lost during the break, do you have any tips?
I say start small. Set one tiny goal each day, like going for a short walk or waking up a bit earlier. It helps you feel accomplished without pressure.
And maybe take this time to check in with yourself. Think about what really excites you. Try a new hobby or explore something you've always been curious about. It's a great chance to get to know yourself better.
I love that. And to our listener, don't forget to have fun. That's what breaks are for too.
Yes, rest, enjoy the moment, and don't be too hard on yourself.
It's time to end today's counseling session. Thank you for listening to this story with us.
We may not have all the answers, but sometimes just knowing that someone understands can make a big difference.
If any of today's stories reminded you of your own experience, we'd love to hear from you in the comments.
That's right. Whether it's advice, support, or just a few kind words, you never know who might need to hear them.
Let's keep creating a space where we can share, support, and grow together.
We hope today's stories brought you some comfort, and remember, you're never alone in how you feel.
We'll be back next time with more stories and honest conversations.
Bye and take care, everyone.
Alright everyone, before we jump into the second part, let's warm up with a quick travel quiz.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Okay, here's the first question. Listeners, this one's for you. See if you can get it right. When you're on a plane, there's someone who helps you find your seat, brings you snacks and drinks, and makes sure you are safe. What do you call that person in English?
I think I know, but I'm not saying anything. Let's give everyone a moment to think.
Alright, think you got it? Let's move on to the next one. This one's a little trickier.
Let's see how many of our listeners are true travelers.
You fly to another country, but when you get there, your body feels tired and confused because of the time difference. What do we call that in English?
Oh, I've totally felt that before.
Listeners, any ideas? Think carefully. Got your guess? Then please write the answer in the form provided. We will give you prize through a lottery.
Hello everyone, welcome to the second part of Series English Education Physical Radio. I'm Yongwon Park, your main MC. Joining me today are sophomore Dongjun Jang and freshman Soyeon Lee.
Hello, I'm Dongjun Jang. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Soyeon Lee. Great to be here.
Welcome. In the first part, we had a counseling session, right? Now, what is our topic for the second part?
It's about useful English expressions for traveling.
That's right. Before we begin, have you ever been to an English-speaking country?
Yes, I've been to Hawaii and Guam.
That sounds great. What about you, Soyeon?
Not yet, but I really want to go someday.
Then today's topic will be extra helpful for you, Soyeon.
I'll make sure to listen carefully.
Then now let's get started. Is it okay to begin with airport immigration?
Sure, I once had a tough time because I didn't prepare for the questions.
Like what?
For example, why did you come to America? It's simple, but I was nervous and didn't know what to say.
That makes sense. It's always easier when you're prepared.
Right. I hope our listeners can prepare for it.
I'll definitely prepare if I ever get the chance to go.
Alright, let's move on to another situation. Taking an Uber during your trip. Do you know how to politely ask the driver to go a bit faster?
Hurry up, please.
That works, but it can sound a little direct.
What if I just look desperate and say, hurry up?
Maybe, but there's a more polite way.
What is it?
Try using would. You can say, would it be possible to go a little bit faster?
Using would makes it sound polite. I remember that.
Now you have gotten into the Uber. Where are you heading first?
Probably the hotel. I need to check in.
That's right. Let's look at some useful hotel expressions. Soyeon, can you share the first one?
Sure, when you arrive and want your room key, you can say, I'd like to check in, please.
That sounds polite and easy to use.
And here's another great one. It can really upgrade your trip.
Huh? Do tell.
If you want a nice city or ocean view, try saying, can I have a room with a good view?
Nice. That could totally boost your Instagram photos.
Definitely.
Let's look at another fun part of traveling. Can you guess what it is?
Eating?
Good guess, but when else do we spend a lot of money?
Shopping.
Bingo. What do you usually buy the most when you travel?
Clothes, definitely.
Same here. My suitcase always gets heavier.
Sounds like we all love shopping abroad. So here are some useful expressions. When you find clothes you like, what's the first thing you do?
I try them on before buying.
Me too. It's the best way to check the fit.
Right. So how do you ask to try something on?
Can I wear this?
Almost. But wear sounds like you already have it on. The natural way is, can I try this on?
Got it. Try it on. I remember that.
Then let's move on to another situation. Standing in line. It happens a lot of famous places.
Oh, I really need this one. What should I say if I want to check if someone is in line?
Just ask, are you in line? simple, and polite.
That's easy to remember.
And if you're curious about what the line is for, you can say, what is this line for?
Nice. I always wonder that when I see long lines.
Now, imagine you're waiting and someone cuts in.
Cutting in line, right?
Yeah. You can say, please don't cut in line.
That sounds polite but still wrong.
Exactly. It lets you speak without being rude. Okay, now, I think it's finally time to eat. Dongjun, have you ever felt awkward dining out abroad?
Yes, I once went to a crowded restaurant and didn't know if I should wait, so I had to ask the staff. It was kind of stressful.
Yeah, it can be tricky. Soyeon, what would you say in that situation?
Should I wait now? Wait, how do I say that more politely?
You can ask, is there a way for a table?
That's really useful. I could use that anywhere.
Now, let's say there's no wait and we're ready to order. Soyeon, what would you want to eat at a famous restaurant?
Let me guess. Pizza, burgers, steak, everything, right?
Hey, I'm not that greedy. I tried their signature dish, but how do I find out what they're known for?
Just ask, what do you recommend? That will usually get you their most popular dish.
That's so helpful, thanks.
No problem. Oh, and here's something very important. Food allergies.
Right, I sometimes want to check if a dish includes something I can't eat.
You can say, does this dish contain any nuts? Or does this contain dairy?
That's a must know. Even a small amount can be dangerous.
I hope our listeners remember those, especially if they have allergies.
Wow, we've gone through so many useful expressions today, right?
Yeah, from the airport to restaurant and shopping. We are ready for our next trip.
Totally, I feel much more confident now.
Yeah, just simple English sentence can make traveling a lot easier.
And help you avoid awkward situations too.
I hope our listeners remember some of this and try them out next time they travel.
Or at least remember they heard them here and come back to listen again.
Yes, just be polite and clear. It really makes a difference.
Alright, and now, shall we say goodbye?
Sure.
Already, I want to go traveling now.
Me too. But until then,
Bye and safe travels, everyone.